Got my Johnson 2003 8 horsepower out here, and we're changing the oil on it today. I just want to show you guys how to do that. Once again, there's really no videos about this exact motor, and everybody's like, oh, they're all the same throughout the years, and that's baloney. They are not all the same throughout the years. So this is a 2003 through 2007, I want to say. This is how you would change the oil. Let me get down here on my knee real fast, guys. And I am glad I did this because I bought this motor used, and this oil is horrible. It is very black. So this is the vent screw right here, and this is the oil drain plug screw right down there. That's also the fill point. Okay, and as you can see, this oil is very shot. It is black, and that is not good. Now luckily there weren't much shavings in it, so I don't really have to worry about it, but there also was not enough oil in there. So somebody was functioning this on not enough oil. So it is time to put the correct oil in there, which I'm going to show you guys here in a second. It's going to be very thick. Luckily there's no water in there, which means I don't have water getting into the lower unit. But I'm using SuperTech 80 through 90 SAE Marine lower gear oil lube. So that's what we're going to be putting in there. It's about $4 for a container of this, so I bought 2. That should be enough to fill it up. These are the tools you're going to need. Basically, I have a ball peen hammer over there. Guys, there's no way to say this. This never really goes smooth. I forgot to pull the marine grease out to show you, but anytime you change your oil and you pull these drain plugs out, always grease them, because you don't want corrosion buildup in there. When corrosion buildup gets in there, then it causes you to have to whack and thunk and break these, and as you can see, this one is in pretty rough shape from the last couple people that tried to remove it and they couldn't remove it. So what I'm assuming they did is they just kept running it with the same oil in there forever because they couldn't get the lower one out. Now, being a smart guy that I am, I'm going to teach you how to get past that in case this happens again. I do have another video about this, but I'm going to post it again. This is a Tecton impact driver. It's about $12 on eBay. Comes with everything you need. 3 attachment heads, and then this is the impact driver. It has the directions up here on top to show you how to go into reverse and forward, and the head that it comes with is just absolutely perfect. It actually makes the hole that's, or the screw head that's there, a little wider, so when you tap it, it actually makes a new line, because this is just slightly larger, which gives you a good amount of bite. So my suggestion, if you can't get it out, is do not keep marring it up to the point where you strip it completely horribly bad and then you can't get the damn thing out unless you tap it or drill it or bring it somewhere and have it done. Okay, these are the methods that were suggested. Get a screwdriver that properly fits it. I did that, it didn't work. Okay, so then I went down, I tried the next method. This kept just popping and making it worse and screwing up the drain plug head. And then somebody was like, oh, get some vice grips and put a bunch of pressure on it and then get a bigger head. So I did that. Guess what? That didn't work either. The only thing that solved that problem was an impact driver. So they're very cheap, they're easy to have on board, and you can still use this as a regular screwdriver to put it back in. The head is perfect on this. It is absolutely perfect, a great amount of bite, and that's how you do it. So I'm going to show you guys now how to fill up the oil. We're going to leave both of these screws out, but we are going to take them with us, because as soon as we're done filling up, you have to reach up and put the ventilation one on so that oil doesn't just come spewing out of the bottom again. You'll get a little runoff, but not very much. So I'm going to pull the drain pan, I'm going to get my camera set up, and we will start this again. I'll see you guys in a sec. Alrighty guys, I've switched over to my GoPro so you can see a point of view perspective of what I'm doing here. Give me a chance to lay down. It is extremely hot in Florida today. Absolutely horrendous. So I just had surgery as well, so I'm taking it very easy here. No. Alright. You guys should be able to see what I'm doing here. This is a pretty wide angle lens. I'm going to get the rest of the oil off. I'm also going to take this cloth and I'm going to clean out the hole here. We're going to spin this. That way we have a good connection when we go to put it back on. We'll get all the gunk and debris out of there. Beautiful. We're going to do the same thing with the top hole here. Go ahead and do that. You want these to have a very good connection. Then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next. Alright, so on the top one here, to keep corrosion buildup from happening, we have some marine grease, waterproof marine grease. I'm going to take my finger, and this is very blue stuff. I'm going to go ahead and put some right on there, like so. Good stuff, man. And we're going to go right around this hole to keep corrosion from building up again. Okay, so we're going to get a good amount of grease in there. Nice circular motion. We can clean it up afterwards, but this is to keep the corrosion level down. This is very sticky grease. It's very good stuff. So I think this is about $14 on eBay. This is I think Maxima racing oils, and we're gonna wait to do the bottom one down there. And now what we're gonna do is open up one of these oil containers here, and essentially what you're gonna do is just lay here and you're gonna squeeze until this tube is empty. And the way you know that this lower unit is full is it will actually start to come out the top. At that point in time, you're gonna grab your top screw, which is the one that doesn't have the magnet on it right there. You're gonna grab your top screw, your plug, and you're gonna put it back in there and tighten it. What that'll do is slow the flow out the bottom again so that you have time to grab the screw and put it back in. You're gonna lose a little bit of oil doing this, but, oops, I think I forgot a knife. All right, well, let me go grab a knife here, guys. Apparently I was not prepared for cutting these off. This just fits right in there, as you can see, like that, and then you just start squeezing until it's empty, and then grab your next one. And you're gonna have to transfer really quick, so you're gonna go like that. So you're gonna have to have your next one in your hand and ready as soon as you think this is empty, okay? So let me go grab the other one. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the tip off of this one, just the tip. That's it. There we go. All right. And we are going to set this one right here because that's the one we're going to be filling up. Make sure to have your second one ready here. And take the lid off this one. Okay, put that over there. Put that top over there. And we're going to cut the top off of this one as well. There we go. This is the one we'll be using next, so I'm just going to set that there. I'm going to reposition myself a bit here. And the first thing I'm going to do is come right down here, insert, like so, get it prepared. And instead of putting grease on the hole there, I'm actually just going to grease the screw. Because remember, you only have so much time to put this in, and I don't want to get a bunch of grease in there with the oil. So what we're going to do is come through here like this. We're going to grease up this drain plug really good. And that'll keep the corrosion way down on this. So next time you go to remove it, it'll be much easier to remove. All right. Little secrets for you guys there. I've been doing the hobby stuff for a while. This is basically kind of the same principle, honestly. So, put this back. By the way, I use the marine grease for everything that needs to be greased on this. It's great stuff. And then I have to go through and re-grease all these because I'm sure they have not been done in a very long time. So, all right, at this point, guys, we're killing time. I got my screw ready to go in. I'm gonna take that and set that somewhere it's a little easier to deal with. Try to keep debris off of it. I'm gonna readjust my hands, and we're gonna start squeezing now. I've got a good pressure up into it. I'm pushing into it, and as I go, I'm gonna slowly roll this over. Okay. That way, make sure we get a nice, even dispensary of this. All right, slowly keep on rolling. And when you get to the back of it, you're gonna go ahead and just push the rest up in there like so. You're gonna get your second one ready. And get it right there. Beautiful. So as you can see how fast that drains out, man, you got to be quick. Don't play around with it. Just get it in there. All right, it's coming out the top now, guys, which means we have a good seal. So I can now grab the top one here, and I can start to screw this in by hand to close that ventilation hole. Ooh, no, it's not quite what I wanted to do there, guys. All right, let me clean this off just a tad. Just a tad. All I'm going to do is make sure that little ventilation hole is closed. It doesn't take much pressure to get it closed, but you also don't want to strip it, so just go slow and make sure that you got a good contact with it here. Oh man, this one's being a little beast. I almost had you. There we go. Nope. Dang it, man. This one wants to just play games. Well, guys, that put up such a struggle, man. I apologize. I forgot to start the camera. But anyways, I had... bottom one was really being a pain in the ass, so I put both of them in here. I did the top one after I got this snug enough on there that it wasn't going to leak oil. So I apologize I didn't get to show you that, but just take it slow. You know what I'm saying? Don't overdo it. Let's make sure we got a good seal here. And make sure there's nothing leaking out of there. But yeah, so that's pretty much the principle of it. Once again, guys, I do apologize. I meant to show you the whole thing, but you can see the marine grease did just fine. And then I had a screw fall on the ground, and it was being a pain in the butt. So let's get all the rest of this oil off here. So just take your time, make sure you're doing everything smoothly, and you are going to get grease and oil all over your hands and on your tools, so make sure you have a rag to, you know, get in there and tighten things down properly how they should be. We'll finish tightening this up. There we go. Right there. As you can see, I got a little leaking, so let's see if that stops. If not, I'm gonna have to get a new seal for down here. I think it's just squeezing the rest of the oil out, though. I think that's all that's happening. Squeezing the oil that was in between the O-ring and the drain plug coming out. All right, that's it, man. Go. Sea foam running through her, running like a little top. Oh yeah. Oh yes. She sounds good. And that's how you change the oil, the gear oil. To-de-roo.
Someone's not counting. 6.
It's fucking dangerous.